I'll say that's the underlying challenge with this trail head, is that people camp out right at the start of it. So you'll see that reddish tint over there. So that's the start of the trailhead, but you'll get people camping out there periodically. So we're at the first break. I don't know how far, not that far, about 0.24 miles, 2.25 miles in, and there's a little break in the trail. So let's get going. Try to do a little bit trail check-in, probably at the, what do you call it, 0.25 markers. So just to get an idea for at least the trail. Last time I came out here and did this, it wasn't clear to me where the trail was. I was all over the map. I was all the way out in the I don't know, was that west direction, and going up the side of a freaking ridge, and it wasn't even close. Got pretty sketchy. Look at that. In a few spots. Yeah. So doing a little trail check-in. I said kind of say at the 0.25 markings, just to give a general idea where the trail goes. If it gets really strange or weird, then I'll just probably do it sooner or later, depending on how the trail reads. Just looking off the trail a little bit here. If you look down there, if I get this right, wrong direction. If you look down there, there's this boulder. So if you're off in that direction, you're probably in the wrong area. If you look back out to the, is it the north there, you can actually see the parking lot, or not the parking lot, but the start of the trail. Look around here a little bit. There's a Palo Verde tree that comes up on this bend here. Who knows what that's going to look like in years from now. Either bigger, smaller, or dead. So, but just take a look around here. Okay, we're pretty close to the 0.7, about 0.71. I just want to capture this because it gets a little bit confusing here. This would be a big swirl cactus right behind me. It's got some hole in it. Let's see, what is that? I think that's on the south side of the cactus. So it's really easy to get kind of off trail. So one thing to note is there's this, I think it's sage bush. We start getting it up in a little bit of sage here. We'll take a look at that. So just want to make sure you stay on trail. It's easy because the trail starts to switch back a little bit, so it starts going out and then you come back in. Our intention is to go straight up, and you'll see you kind of want a shortcut because that's your mind wants to kind of take the shorter route because humans are basically lazy. Perfect example. The trail looks like it starts going straight up, and if you're not paying attention, it actually breaks to the left here. And it's weird because it looks like it's washed out. All right, I'm about 0.87 miles in. I think it's a good area because it's interesting to start getting a little bit higher up. We can see a little bit more. And the interesting part is you'll see kind of, I'll call that like a false summit. Sorry about the sun, but it's kind of I think it's called a false summit. It's like kind of an outcropping, and then you see I believe that's the main part of the summit up there. We'll figure it out once we get up there, but that's what I'm thinking that is. One thing to note you'll see an outcropping. What is that, to the, say, northwest of the trail? It's more west. At about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whorl cactus right there. And if you kind of look down, you can see there's a big outcropping, a big rock outcropping. Then off in the distance, there's like a power distribution. Here, I think, is a good example of you can. It looks like it breaks off a couple areas. Looks like the water runs through here. You'll see the rock. This is about a mile in, so you'll see the rock, and it kind of has this lighter concrete, I would say, type hue to it. This is early March. So there is water in these little pockets here. But I mean, this is, I think, a good example where if we go back, you can see it kind of breaks off left and right. Yeah, it's really slippery here too, so it's not good. So that way it looks a little bit more challenging. If you go up, make sure that's not sliding anymore. But if we break left here, you can see the little, what do you call them? Little markers there, the rock piles. Last time I went this way, it was a lot easier. The other time I scrambled up and I didn't have a good time. So it's good just to take a break, to check out the trail, see how things are going. Really easy to get off trail here, especially when it's not very well maintained or a lot of traffic on it. I think this is a good marker. Big swirl cactus, about 6 to 10 feet off the trail. So if you run into that guy and he's still alive and up here as of 2024, you know you're probably on the right direction. You can see the campground or trailhead back off in the distance there. So yeah, about 1.25 miles in, 1.21, somewhere around there. Just realized I might have messed up. For my mileage, I'll have to check the other GPS device, but because I started further back, I forgot. So probably off by a little bit. I don't know how much yet. I'm 1.42. I mean, I think this is supposed to be a mile and a half out, mile and a half back, so 3 miles in total, or a little bit over 3 miles. So we'll see what happens. There's an interesting little part here. It's I'll call it like a little rock field. See if we can see it. But it's all this loose rock. You're not scrambling, but it's pretty well packed down right now. But I'd be super careful because you know, you slip and you start getting rolling down that hill. It's not going to be a good day. So, but still can see the campground out there in the distance, or the trailhead. Last time I was up here, I think they were osprey or some type of raptor. I don't hear them right now. Maybe we'll get lucky and see them. But yep. So we'll have to check the mileage. I'll do a marker here and see what happens. Probably about a mile and a half in. So starting to go up the, I'll say, the gully. Got some hikers up there to the right. But it's pretty steep actually. Almost slipped. This is pretty steep, this section. See if I get that ridge there. I think I got it. Okay, we're up through the gully now. Still a little bit, probably scrambling up this little section here. Let's take a look at it. So, big swirl cactus right there. Looks like you're going up, or at least the hiker that just came down. That's the way she came down. Does look like a little scramble there. So, I don't see anything else up the other side. All right, I made it up through this little section. You don't want to make a wrong mistake, man. You're gonna probably hurt yourself. So it's pretty steep, pretty steep. Watch out for these cactus too. Yeah, you want to watch out for that stuff. Don't put that in your foot. Well, I think I went up the hard way. Looks like you can boot scoot down that way. Oh no. It's hard to say, man. The other one's more exposed, but I don't know. We'll see how close we get to into the trail with the GPS stuff. All right, not sure. The trail gets a little uncertain for me up here. I think I want to go right at this swirl cactus right here. There's a little gully right there, but that's like the Choya minefield. Getting through there. What I mean by that is this stuff right here. You can see it right there, Choya minefield. Look at that, man. I feel like I got one in my ankle already. They're gonna go that way. So instead of breaking right of the trail or towards the north, I'm just gonna go south or left of the trail. There's a little guy right here too. All right. As of right now, avoiding the Choya minefield looks like the right direction. So looks like we're going the right way. I think we come up the backside of this. That's why. I'll do an after action report maybe. Man, this is pretty. You're not in so much shape. It's gonna be a hard hike. Just when you think you're to the summit, you get the false summit. Let's take a look. Wow, even this part is pretty impressive, but see over there, but there's even more. That's pretty cool. It's pretty rugged. I wasn't expecting this. All right, don't step in the Choya. I wasn't expecting this. Well, this is pretty cool. There's a little, I forget what they call it, like a little overhang. Probably stay the night in there, get out of the elements. Huh, interesting. Still got a little bit of ways to go. 1.9, I don't know, the mileage is off, so I started out further back, but yeah, views are pretty awesome. That's crazy. Man, you're not scared. If you're scared of heights, I wouldn't come up to that edge. Wow. We'll get the other camera out and see what we can get. All right, getting very, very close. Very close. Multiple, I'll call them false summits. You think you're at the top, and all of a sudden you got this. Like, I'm almost there. Nope. Go over there. I think that's the end right there. It's just flattened out. Selfie, look at what happened. Nice. All right, time to get the Leatherman out. Yep. Too worried about the damn selfie. Woohoo! Made it! Woohoo! Woohoo! Made it, made it, made it. That's pretty cool. Wow.